Goods and services tax. India is a country which deduct heavy tax on the sales. If people are selling out, people are doing business in India. If they have opened any shop, or if anyone is doing in the business, if anyone is doing business in India, business India means he is selling anything to the common man. If anyone has a television, if anyone has a computer or anything, if he is selling it to the common man, then he has to pay GST to the government. Who will pay GST to the government? If any item is if any item is worth 100 rupees, if any item is worth 100 rupees, customer is paying 100 rupees to the shopkeeper. There is a shopkeeper and there is a consumer. Consumer is buying any item from the shopkeeper. Consumer is buying any item from the shopkeeper. This is consumer, this is shopkeeper. Shopkeeper is giving item to the consumer and it cost 100 rupees. He is paying 100 rupees and he is going home. Now, in the 100 rupees, some money will go to the government. Some money will go to the government. This is called taxation. You have to pay some money to the government if you are selling any item to the customer. Now, there are two ways to collect the taxes. One thing is that item is worth 100 rupees, but their tax is not included. If customer is buying the item, then that person will write plus this much tax. Then you have to pay that much. If tax is 40%, then you have to pay 140 rupees. 100 rupees he will keep in his pocket and 40 rupees will go to the government. This is called service tax. Earlier it used to be called service tax. You have to pay service tax. Or if person is paying 100 rupees, the service tax is included there. This price of the item is less than 100 rupees, and some percentage it is good. It is up to how he is selling. Like someone is going to the hotel to eat something. In hotel, when he is seeing the menu, a particular item, food is worth 100 rupees. Food is worth 100 rupees, $100, 100 yuan, 100 euro, whatsoever. Now, when the bill comes, it will be written 100 rupees is the food and 20 rupees is the tax. Net it will come 120 rupees. The 100 rupees is the food money and 20 rupees will go to the government. This is called taxation. In 2016, I believe 2016, around 10 years back, 8 years back, government of India, it earlier there used to be only one tax called service tax. Okay, then later added something called value added tax in it, because value added tax is a new tax that came in United Kingdom. India is copy of United Kingdom. India is a slave of United Kingdom. Still everything is copy of America, England only. Member of Parliament, member of Legislative Assembly, member of legislative. What a person in living in village, he is doing agriculture. What he understand what is meaning of member of Legislative Assembly in India? Go to Bihar. Bihar is a very peculiar. Nowadays there is a big uproar is happening because of the Bihar. Government is doing some kind of survey to include people in the voter list, and that is going like a Bihar. Everyone is PhD, everyone is PhD. You have to get one form and you have to fill the form and give the form to the government. If they see your list in the name of the voter ID, if your list name is not there, then you have to fill form number 6. After that, go to Bihar, see how people live out there. There will be something like if I go beyond it, people will say that people in Bihar are villagers. But anyway, this is how it is. What person knows that how to fill a form to get its name in the voter ID list? Then he will go to the block or somewhere and he will check the voter ID list, or in a some website, and then he will go and anything without any understanding the ground reality. Government is doing anything. Now government is if election goes in Bihar, then the name of the election will be you have to elect MLA. What is MLA? Member of Legislative Assembly. That you have, what person knows what is member, what is legislative, and what is assembly? Go and check any person. In Bihar, still 90% of the people in Bihar live in village. Bihar is the only state in India where 90% people live in village. Only 10% live in a small town. Bihar is a full plain area. There is no mountain or something like that. If rain comes, then rain will spread out. That's why city or town cannot exist at all. Not possible. Villages are on this is called tila. They fill the soil and they make the village. So it would sustain. Population is less and area is big. Outside that is empty. So people sustain. If town they make, then big area will be there and it will be filled with the water. So not possible. Okay, in village, if person is going to vote, and then if he really understand where he is going to vote, then the name of position where he is going to vote is called MLA, member of legislative. What he understand, what is member, what is legislative, what is assembly, what is assembly, any any. Okay, prior to 2016, there were three kind of tax actually. One was called service tax, one was called value added tax, and one was called excise duty tax or something like that. What a person in India understand what is service tax and what is value added tax and what is excise service tax? What he understand? Nothing. Okay, everything is a copy of England one. If in England something new tax came called value added tax, that was a new tax came. India also implemented value added. We will take value added. Why you will take? Because it is in England. Whatever England is doing, you will do. Whatever they are eating, you will eat. Anything. If a person in England, what he eats, everyone knows it. What they eat, everyone knows it. You will eat that thing. Any, anything. Anything, whatever happening in England or anything happening in Europe, this country copies those things. One, anything happening in America, they will do same thing here also. Okay, they will eat whatever they eat. You will eat that. Any. Okay, anyway. Now 2016, I believe globally there is a new kind of taxation came into the picture called GST, Goods and Services Tax. So it has to come here also. GST. So GST was came to India in 2016 time frame. Okay, prior to 2016, India was primarily into services tax. If you buy anything, there will be written called service tax. This much service tax is either added to the item or shopkeeper will add and it will make the new value of the item. Typically, any printed material will come with the added taxes. Okay, otherwise, if you go to hotel to eat something, then tax will be added separately. It is up to the shopkeeper. So this was the fundamental behind before the 2016 used to call service tax. Slowly people are started added VAT also, value added tax, excise tax. It will be written there or person will write by hand. This is service tax, this is value added tax, this is excise tax, this is the net value that you have to pay. Okay, now in 2016, government brought GST, new taxation system. Prior to that, it was 15% tax, more or less, at that time. They made five slab of the taxes in 2016 to loot the people. Government of India means how to loot the people. The new name of government of India is loot government. Government of India. Wherever you read Government of India, just read it as how to looting government, looting India. Government of India means looting India. Another name. In 2000, I have data. I am not saying in the sky or something like that. I have data for it. In 2016, government felt that 16%, 15% or 14.5% was the service tax, 0.5% or something was the value added tax. Altogether, they were making 15%. 15% they were charging on the product that was going to the customer. Then they felt it is very less. Okay, it is very less. Then they brought five sections to suck the people, suck the blood of the people. They brought another taxation system in 2016. They called it GST. GST, and there were many sections in that. 5% tax, 8% tax, 12% tax, 18% tax, 28% tax, 40% tax. I believe this is the slab they made, or they had more slabs. They started looting people in different slabs. This will be under 5%. Very few things they put in 5%, 8%, 12%. Mainly the taxation they shifted from 15% to 18% or 28% or 40%. There they shifted 15% to in that train and they started looting the people. But people in India are very clever nowadays. Okay, when they started seeing the tax is 18%, 28%, 40%, they stopped buying it. It is something like that. I'm trying to buy a printer. I am trying to buy a printer. Printer will print an item if I give from my mobile or computer. It will print an item. I'm trying to buy a printer. Or if it is very high-fi, consider I'm going to buy a mobile. Now mobile is in everyone's hand. Mobile price is 10,000 rupees. Mobile price is 10,000 rupees. On top of it, they are taking 2,800 rupees. That is 28%, 2,800 rupees at tax. Now, person has to pay 10,280 rupees to buy the mobile. 10,000 is the base price and 2,800 rupees at tax. Who will buy? Who will buy? If you go more, taxation will be more. If you buy 30,000 rupees mobile, then you have to pay extra 10,000 rupees at tax. Only 40,000 it will cost. People started, if person needs mobile, then they started purchasing any section which has 28%, 80% taxes at lower range only. Day by day, government revenue started decreasing. Okay, we are talking about GST 2.0, next generation GST. I'm not saying this. Government of India is saying this. Nowadays, new GST reform is happening very at a war scale. A new GST rate will come out in the Diwali time period. Diwali is in October month. From October month, new GST rate will be declared. And what is this rate? Prime Minister is saying that now all the slabs they are cutting down. All slabs 5%, 8%, 12%, 18%, 28%, and 40%. Means 5, 6 when they were looting the people. Now there will be in next GST 2.0, next generation GST, there will be two range only. One range is 5% and one range is 18%. Whatever was there in 28% and 40%, they are bringing it to 18%. And whatever there in 8% and 12%, they are bringing it to 5%. This is the new reform that is happening in GST. Anyway, people should be happy and equity market is jumping now. Why it is jumping? In anticipation that people will buy item. Now people were refusing to buy the item. If someone is buying car, or I believe electronic sector also, mobile and this product, if someone is buying television, mobile, if someone is buying, 28% was the tax. Can someone pay 28% tax? If someone is going to buy a car, he got some money from somewhere and he had 10 lakhs rupees. Consider 10 lakhs rupees. The car price is less than that. Consider 10 lakhs rupees. He is going to buy 10 lakhs rupees car. And there, when he is about to pay, he is asked to pay 13 lakhs rupees, 3 lakhs more. Why? That is GST. In the name of tax, they were charging 30%, 28% on the tobacco and these kind of things. They call it sin product. Sin, S-I-N, S-I-N, sin product. On the sin product, tobacco, wine, and someone is going to theater, there the taxation is 40%. That is reduced. I believe in 2016 it was 100% earlier. They reduced to 40%. So tobacco, if someone is buying 40%, he has to give it to the government. Okay. Cigarette, tobacco, wine, or someone going to movie, then 40%. I don't know. Restaurant and those places also 40%. I don't know. Electronic product maximum 28%. Engineering product. This is what I would say. Engineering product 28%. Otherwise 18%, 12%, 8%, 5% they were charging. Means maximum they were charging 18%, 28%, and 40%. People start people stopped buying. People are so poor, they do not have two time food. What they will buy 28% and 40%. Now next generation GST is coming in India from the Diwali time frame, GST 2.0. What is the summary of GST 2.0 that we will see now? There was a war between India and Pakistan some time back. There is another war going on inside India only between government of India and local people out there. There is another war going on. Okay, people are refusing to sleep empty stomach. That is the problem. Why there is a war between government and people in government in India? because government official and government minister, they have tons of food to eat. People, they do not have food also to eat. Okay, what they understand, the what the government scenario and what they will buy and this and that. Anyway, what is the GST 2.0, next generation GST? Okay, if we talk about the GST 2.0, GST started in 2016, I believe so, or 2017, I believe 2016 only. GST started, and there are many category in GST: 5%, 8%, 18%, 28%, 12%, 40%. 40% is called sin product. Sin. Sin means like, for person understands sin. That is not good thing. Like tobacco, gutka, wine, this come under sin product. Okay, if someone is paying GST, then GST money is going to center and the state government, that they divide. Okay, so GST, any GST someone is paying, it has many parts. One is called central government, central GST, state GST, integrated GST, union territory GST. See how they're looting the people. Anyway, okay, so if I talk about the what are the item under which what are the item, hop, there, okay, 28% item or 40% item, more or less they are talking about 90% of it will come to 18% slab. What are the items that are in 28% slab? Like air condition, television, refrigerator, dishwasher, automobile, cement. Okay, those are 28. I believe electronic products are also 28% only. Now they will come to 18%. What are the items that are in 12% range? 12% will come to 5% range. This is what they are saying. What are there in the 12% range already? Okay, like jam, fruit juices, fruit jelly, fruit jam, fruit juices, namkeen, medicine, medical and surgical item, glucometer, contact lenses, spectacles, notebook, means food item, medical item, and a student material, notebook, pencil, geometry box, sprinklers, sprinklers for the harvesting, agricultural product also is coming, harvesting, threshing machinery. Okay, compost machine, bicycle, tricycle. These were coming under 12% section. That will come to 5%, means no one is buying them. Okay, car and television and computer and mobile, 28%. No one is buying them. Now they will come to 18% taxation. Okay, this is the what the government has announced, and it will be applicable from the Diwali time period. I'm asking only one thing: why are you taking this much? Two slab. Make it in one slab and make it easy to file return or something like that. Then you have to use Aadhaar card. Then you have to use PAN card. Then you have to use your PAN card for your industry. Then this and this. They have made such a complex rule and regulation that anyone will run away. Anyone will run away. Okay, but anyway, they are making it simple. They have to make more simple that any simple person can also understand how to pay GST and this and that. Unnecessary Aadhaar card. What is meaning of Aadhaar card here? Are you validating anyone through Aadhaar card? Through the eye and finger, are you validating anyone? No, nothing. But why you are taking in banks and everywhere they are taking Aadhaar card? Why are you taking Aadhaar card? Are you validating anyone through Aadhaar card? If someone can withdraw money through Aadhaar card, through fingerprint or eye mapping, no. Through signature only someone is withdrawing them. Then why you are taking Aadhaar card? Unnecessary. Anything, anything, without any reason. They are just to trouble people. But why you are taking Aadhaar card when someone is going to vote? Are you taking the fingerprint? No. Then why you are taking Aadhaar? Anything. Unnecessarily you are playing with someone's body. Unnecessary. Without any reason. When you are taking any card from a person, you have to validate through that card. You have to use that card. Any? Okay, anyway. So now the 2025 October time frame, this 8%, 12%, 28%, and 40%, more or less it will be over. 99% of the items that were in 12%, that is fruit jam and medical and then notebook and then agriculture, agriculture harvesting and threshing machine, they will come in 5%. This is what government had declared. So they will close down 8%, 12%, 28%, and 40%. Anyway, so this is welcome, but things should be simple because person is paying money in addition to many other things. He is paying taxes to the government. Okay, it is considered that every person is paying more than 60% of his earning in taxes only. 60% of the earning. Here and there, here and there. If you buy house, then you have to give tax. If you sell your house, you have to give tax. Everywhere, tax, tax, tax. Anyway, this is the 2016 era when GST came into the picture and so many slabs they had made. There are, I believe, hundreds of amendments happened in GST. This is one of them. They call it GST 2.0 because no one is purchasing. People, they do not understand what to do. If I am going to buy something, then they add 30% there, saying this is the new price. Why this is new price? As per the government, person is coming back to the house. No one is buying anyway. What is the taxation structure of India prior to 2016? I was trying to check. Anyway, first we will see how much government of India is earning through GST in different slabs. There are different slabs, right? 5%, 8%, 12%. How much is the revenue that India is generating because of this slab? If India is generating 100% of the revenue, then how much this slab contribute in them? I have noted down that also. Okay, if it is 12% GST, then 5% of the revenue comes from the 12% GST. Whatever, if India, government of India is earning 100 rupees, then with the 12% GST, it is getting only 5 rupees out of them. Means no one is buying in the 12% range. Agricultural product or food product, no one can give 12% of the tax. Okay, if it is GST is 5%, then 7% of the revenue is coming. That's it. Means no one is buying there also. If GST is 18%, then 65% is revenue is coming. That means maximum items that a common man is purchasing, it comes under 18%. So that's why they keep 18%. Okay, if it is 28% of the GST, then 11% means people are not buying. 28% GST, 5% also no one is buying, 12% no one is buying. If it is other like 40%, 8% GST, then 12% revenue is coming. Means maximum revenue, 65% of the total revenue coming through the GST, it is coming from 18% tax. Otherwise, no one is buying other item, food item, and these item people are running away to buy it because they are costly now. 12% is also costly. I was trying to see what was the taxation prior to 2016. If this is the condition, that right now 18% is the main GST rate at which government is earning the money. What was the condition prior to 2016? This taxation system, more or less, earlier it used to be called services tax. Service tax. Service tax, government of India started in 1994 era. Prior to that, there was another kind of tax, nominal taxes were there. 1994, India started services tax, first time. Okay, in 1994 time frame, 1994-1995, this 1994, the service tax was first time it was introduced, and it was 5%. On the all the item, maximum tax the government will take is 5%. Now it is 40% maximum, 5% to 40%. Okay, 5% in 1994. From 1994 to 2002, it was 5%, fixed 5%, or less than that, 0 to 5%. This is what I would say. 2003, it became 8% in Manmohan Singh regime. 2000, 2003, okay, in 2005, it became 10%. 2007, it became 12%. 2010, it became 10% again. 5% to 8%, 8% to 10%, 10% to 12% in 2007. In 2010, from 12%, they brought down to 10%, 12% to 10%, because no one was buying then. In 2013, they brought it back to the 12%, 2013, back to the 2013-14 time frame. 2013, 2014, 15 time frame, new government came into the India. Mind-blowing government, mind-blowing prime minister. Anyway, 2013, they brought it back to 12%, and 2016, they brought it to 14%. plus VAT and plus excise service. They made it 15%. Means from 0% to 15% you will be charged up to 2016. In 2016, 17 time frame they brought GST that will be up to 40. I believe it was 100% at that time. Sin taxes were 100%. Means 0% to 100% they will charge you, which were earlier 0% to 50%. 15%. They thought people are very rich and let's suck the people. So the actual service tax that started in 2000 in 1994 time period. In 1994, the service tax first time it started. Prior to that, there was no tax at all. Means very minimal tax were there. 2%, 3% tax was there. I remember it. Service tax, if you buy any soap, Lifebuoy or whatever, 2.2%, 2.3%. If you buy any medicine, 2.2%, 2.6%, 3% that used to be charged prior to 1994. Suddenly they made up 5%, claiming it is a service tax. Then 5% that grew up to 15% in 2016. From 2016 onward, it grew up to 28%, 40%. Okay, people are very poor now. People they do not have money to buy anything. Now they are bringing back to 5% and 18%. I am waiting now when this 18% will also cut down and plain 5% will come. Then I am waiting down again. Then when this 5% will cut down and it will become 2.5%, you cannot charge anyone more than 2.5%. That is very big charge. If person is going to buy a soap that cost I believe 10 rupees. 10 rupees. If it costs 10 rupees, then if you charge 2.5%, then he has to pay 10 rupees plus something. That is affordable. But if you charge 30%, then if he has 10 rupees in his pocket, where from 3 rupees he will get? 3 rupees is a big amount if the amount is 10 rupees. If he is buying something in 100 rupees, how where from he will get 30 rupees? 30 rupees is a very big amount in front of 100 rupees. If it comes to 2.5%, then he has to pay 102 rupees 50 paise. That is also manageable. That is also manageable. 130 rupees, anything. Okay, anyway. Now the maximum tax the person has to pay is 18%. This is what is. So whatever we read in 28% that are TV, car, and dishwasher or engineering items that will come to 18%. And whatever there in 12% like fruit juice or harvester or thresher or medical equipments or notebook and book and these material will come to 5%. I believe everything should come to 2.5%. This is what I think.